Everything we've been told about building PCs for the last 20 years just got flipped upside down. This is the new Hyte X50. There are no fans up top, just solid glass, and the power supply is in the most controversial spot imaginable. Is this a thermal disaster, or is Hyte actually onto a winner? Let's check it out. Starting off, why did Hyte put the PSU shroud at the top like a computer from 20 years ago? It is a controversial move, but it provides a massive benefit for cable management. Because the power supply sits high up, all the messy cables fall down naturally behind the motherboard tray. But how are the temperatures? I measured them with Corsair's HX1200i. Temps are slightly raised compared to a bottom mounted PSU, just over 40 degrees, nothing outside of normal operating temperatures. I attribute this to the bottom fans, chopping up and reducing the overall heat, coming from the GPU before it even reaches up top. I love cases that allow you to mount fans at the bottom, it looks so good. Next, I monitored the temps at full load using Heaven Benchmark. I waited for the thermals to stabilise. So far they hit 60 degrees and were still climbing, but once the PSU fan kicked in, they dropped back down to under 53 Celsius. I highly recommend you pick up a decent power supply for this case. Platinum models typically have better internal components that are able to withstand more heat. It doesn't have to be 1200 watts, just a decent gold rated unit at the very least. Regardless, I have no issues with these numbers, but in this location it does put slightly more stress on the power supply. My GPU results under full load were excellent. The 3 reverse blade Valkyrie X12 fans push so much cold air directly over this card. Temperatures couldn't be any better. The heatsink is so large and exposed, I can actually feel the air coming from those fans when my hand is directly above the card's backplate. Under full load, this card sat at just under 60 Celsius. That's 2 degrees lower than my previous case with a traditional layout. These are excellent results. But what about the Intel processor? First, let's look at how I mounted my Valkyrie LCD liquid cooler. Since the top is sealed glass, you have to mount the radiator vertically next to the motherboard. We have 3 more Valkyrie fans at the front, pushing fresh, cold air directly into the radiator. This is a huge advantage. In a normal case, the radiator often sits at the top and breathes in the hot exhaust from the GPU, but in the X50, the radiator gets its own dedicated supply of outside air. This keeps CPU temps extremely low, even when it's working hard. It's a clever way to solve the glass ceiling problem. My Intel processor reached only 53 degrees under full load. That's 3 degrees lower than a standard layout. Something exclusive to the X50 is Hyte's patented blade ventilation design. They aim to maximise airflow while still retaining structural integrity. I also have to note how breathable the front panel is. While a smoke test isn't exactly scientific, it clearly shows how well the case breathes and expels air. That front mesh hardly restricts the airflow at all. The main reason people are looking at the X50 is that curved glass. It's basically a panoramic tempered glass panel mounted vertically, and I absolutely love it. It looks so clean. Now, looking from the top, I think this case would have looked even better without the shroud in the way, but then where would Hyte put it? That's the million-dollar question. They could have made the case wider and mounted it vertically, but I feel that would have ruined the cute retro look they were going for. This is a great compromise. It gives off a real futuristic retro vibe. Another thing to consider is the choice between this glass model and the mesh air version. You'd think the mesh version would be the thermal king. Surprisingly, the glass version actually performs slightly better for the GPU. The glass helps channel that high pressure air from the bottom directly through the components, whereas the mesh lets some of that pressure leak out before it does its job. But there's a hidden benefit to this glass version that I haven't mentioned yet. It's laminated acoustic glass, it's 4mm thick and has a bonding layer inside that acts as a sound dampener. In my testing, this made the system noticeably quieter during heavy gaming sessions. It's these small touches that make the X50 feel like a more mature product than the pillowcase nickname might suggest. Very quiet PC. So, what's it actually like to build inside? Really easy. I didn't find it frustrating at all. There's plenty of room in the back, over 2 inches of depth, which is honestly a little overkill. Having the PSU up top makes cable management a breeze. The radiator from my V360 was simple to install, though I found it a bit hard to make the tubing look clean against that top shroud. There is also a 1-inch gap from the top of the motherboard to the cutouts, making it harder to hide those top cables. But the rubber grommets around the case make routing everything else very easy. Now, we have to talk about the colours. Hyte went absolutely wild. Most cases give you black or white, maybe grey, but with the X50 we have strawberry milk, pitch black, taro milk, matcha, wild cherry, and my version, snow white. On Reddit, people are calling this the pillowcase because of those soft, rounded corners, and these pastel colours really lean into that cute vibe. I'll be honest with you, the pink and purple are a step too far for me, but Charlotte loves them. I'm a bit old school. I prefer to let my lights do the talking. Trying to match a bright pink chassis is tough and can result in a clash of colours. With that said, a full colour themed setup would look awesome. Luckily, Hyte offers fans and AIOs in every colour to match. As for the design, the X50 has a very soft, curvy look, much rounder than the sharp edges we usually see. You might worry this makes the chassis less sturdy, but the frame is actually very robust. It doesn't flex at all. Even the feet are different depending on which colour you buy. The build quality feels much higher than the price suggests, at 145 UK pounds or 149 US dollars. As for the footprint, she sits slightly wider on my desk. At 255mm wide, it's about 10 to 15% wider than your average mid-tower to accommodate that top power supply shroud, so please try to make sure your desk has plenty of room to fit this case. Okay, let's talk about the long-term reality of owning a case like this. Maintenance on the X50 is a bit of a mixed bag. On one hand, every single panel is toolless. You can pop off the front mesh or the glass sides in seconds just by lifting them from the recessed handles. This makes it incredibly easy to get inside for a quick blast of compressed air. However, the X50 only has one actual dust filter and it's located on the very bottom of the chassis. It's magnetic, which is great, but because it's tucked under those rounded feet, you almost have to tip the entire case over to slide it out. Beyond the thermals, we have to look at what this case represents for the future of our builds. For a long time, every mid-tower started to look exactly the same, a black or white box with a mesh front. This design is a direct challenge to that boring standard. It's a move toward making the computer feel less like a piece of industrial machinery and more like a centerpiece of your room. The industry has been leaning into this panoramic trend for a while, but usually it comes at a massive cost or requires a huge amount of desk space. By moving the internals around and rethinking the footprint, this layout manages to give us that high-end, wrap-around view in a way that feels accessible. It's a sign that companies are finally willing to take risks again, even if it means breaking the rules of the last 20 years. Whether you love the look or hate it, you have to respect a design that refuses to play it safe. So, lastly, is this the worst PC layout ever? No, far from it. It's one of the best. It's an unusual design, but Hyte has refined it so well that the performance actually beats a standard layout in some scenarios. If you want a unique look, the X50 is for you. It proves we don't always need top fans. It is easily one of the most interesting cases of the year. I'll give this a solid 9 out of 10. If you want to check out my other videos, check these recommendations. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and have a happy holiday season. My name's Mark from SilencedTech. Goodbye.